Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Hank Denson, aka Joke Dealer. Hashtag pay teachers more money. Viral video went viral years ago. Teacher relief is a tour I did, but I felt like we're home and we need another voice. And the bigger voice we need to hear is what the teachers are going through, how they feel, how they cope, what's going on in their lives today. So I asked my friends all over the country to just give me a little time out of their schedule because they're busy at home too. It's the same kind of work. It's even more because they have their families and all the stuff that's going on. So I have one of my good friends, Tammy Helberg, is in the building.
Hey!
Tammy, what city are you in? Tell the people.
I teach in Fostoria, Ohio.
Ohio is not to be played with. They
That's right.
That place down like it's nobody's business.
That's right.
How long have you been teaching and what do you teach?
This is my 7th year, and I've taught kindergarten all 7 years.
The little people. Okay.
Yes.
Let's get right to it. Why teaching? What was the day? How did it happen? Was this calculated? Was this just, oh, I guess we're here? How did it happen?
It was definitely calculated. I spent 18 years working in retail as a manager and just decided I was not going to retire from retail. So
Wow.
What do you do? And one of my friends one day said, why don't you be a teacher?
And you were like, okay.
I can do this. I can do it. Yeah. So I needed a couple more years to get my teaching license, and I did my master's with it and got my license, and I've been teaching ever since.
Wow, that's cool. Because
I'd never go back.
People have that outside and be like, you know, I'm going to teach. And I was teaching and now I went to, that's cool. What was your first days of teaching like? I know if it's an energy that you love children or you have children, the transition is pretty easy. But like, what is the first day? What was your first day like where they were like, all right, we're not watching you no more. Here are the kids.
Scared to death. Scared to death. How are we going to fill the day? What do we do? You don't know how these kids are going to react. Are they going to cry?
Right.
And we had them a full 6 hours those first couple of years. So you just had to plan the day and over plan and not expect anything. Right. And the kids love you. I mean, from the very first day, they love you. So you can't do anything wrong in their eyes. So.
Right. And that's the cool thing about them being so small. How do you feel the pressure is with them being younger than a middle school or high school?
I think it's hard because we still expect even kindergartners to be able to do so much so quick.
Yeah.
Yes, they can read, they can add, they can subtract, but it's so hard.
Kindergarten we're talking about. Like,
yes. It's so hard to push them like that sometimes. I feel so bad doing it, but it's things they can do. They can do it.
Right.
But
they're even out of kindergarten like, today's the first day. You be like,
they are grown adults by then.
Right. You be like, I get the first grade. It's like I need a drink and somebody make me a martini.
It's a big deal.
How is it now? Like, okay, so I get to it. What's the balance? What is your balance from home to school? How do you unplug from what your day-to-day is?
Well, normally when we were in the classroom, I was there all day. I'd come home, do a little bit of work. It really wasn't a lot after school, unless it was my choice, you know, wanting to do extra things, fun things. Yeah. They are little people, so we always do the cute stuff for them.
Yeah.
First couple of years, it was a lot because you had to prepare everything, where now you've got things you've done for the past 5 years.
Right. So it's kind of like a muscle memory, but you just want to add more. And then you know, they have conferences and stuff, they give you more stuff. How is it that what is it that people need to know about kindergarten teachers that they don't understand? Like people just have an ideal in their head, oh, we're babysitters or we do that. What is it that they have in their heads about kindergarten teachers that they just don't understand? Out of your mouth, be like, look, you really need to know this.
I hear parents tell us all the time, kindergarten is not like when we were in school. And I don't think until you have seen a kindergartner and the things that they are doing, you don't expect them to be doing so much. You don't expect that, you know, the adding, the subtracting, like I said, the reading, all the different things that we're doing.
My son was learning Mandarin. Like he was learning Mandarin in kindergarten.
They think
I was like,
we're
what?
just doing numbers and ABCs. No, if you know that coming in, you're on level. But if you don't even know that, we're already playing catch up. And a lot of the kids we get are just not there yet. So to get them where they should be that's hard because you're
It's a
pushing.
lot of how much damage control, and I don't want to label it damage control, but it kind of is, where you're
Right?
just trying to make kids function past what their home situation is to being functional. Because I know you get the biters, the scratchers, the no share, you know what I mean, and then the parents
Yes.
come behind, and you look at the parent, you're like, oh, I see where this comes from. So
It makes sense now.
yeah, how is that now with today's society of a lot of ADD, a lot of that stuff? How is it worse over your ears, or is it getting better with? No.
I think you can see gradually as the years progress, you're getting more and more of those same kids, where it's a lot of time spent with just social skills, how to get along, how to listen, how to be kind. I mean, it's a lot of that before you can even get to anything academic.
And there's
You
less
don't.
of that.
What's
There's,
that?
there's less of that now.
Yes, but you have to do more of that, or they're not going to learn.
No, it's
Whether we
almost
like,
like running. My brother is a warden of a juvenile lockup here in Cobb. Like he does big time jail, all that crazy stuff you hear in Georgia about teenagers doing stuff. He gets them, and he's like, dude, half the stuff is just socialization skills that they don't have, so they get upset or they do stuff just to fit in. And a majority of the time, it's something bad, and then you got to reel them in and let them know, like, you didn't have to do that to be who you are. And he
right,
said that really starts at a young age. And he said the thing is, they've been doing it for such a long time that they think that's right, and it's
right. They
okay.
don't see any different. That's where they're coming from.
Yeah,
We have to convince them that there are positive things out there. There are people who care about you that know you can do it.
right.
We say all the time, every kid has their genius. We just have to get it out of them.
That's
Yeah,
real. Every kid
yeah,
that it is. I hear that all the time. Like it's the conversations are they're similar, but there's always a different story and an energy behind each teacher. Would you think that if you had to do it was a comparison, if you had to go to high school or middle school, you wouldn't even mess with it? Is it an option? Like you even
no,
like no? Because the
no,
teachers tell me like I would never do kindergarten. I don't mess with little kids.
no,
And the teachers tell me I only do high school. Some teachers like middle school kids are horrible. Oh, but I love it.
no,
You know what I mean?
no. I probably wouldn't go higher than second grade. It's too
Second grade.
scary because they know what I don't know, and they're bigger than me. Not, no
Right,
thanks.
right. Uh, so, given the COVID-19 and what's going on and the temperature we're in now, I know that you miss and I didn't get it. It didn't make sense to me, but I had to do the math of how much time my son spends with us, and then how much time that he normally would spend at school. And it feels like we have your kids. Like we actually have your kids. It's like, yo, so I'm gonna send my kids home with you during this pandemic. So, but I can only look at them through a screen if that's possible.
Right, and you're thinking, please take care of them.
Right,
But I'm just borrowing them back. Just please take
right,
care of them.
right.
But you got to remember that they're with their parents. They're with a family member. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah,
But I just I don't get to see some of them, so I don't know each day. Okay, yeah, they're fine. They
yeah.
are okay.
So
I'm
what is
not.
are you doing like a check-in system where you guys have kids come in? Oh, that's really cool.
We
So
just we just expect maybe twice a week,
yeah,
30 minutes. If you can do that, that would be perfect. So
that's good. That's not
I
much
get
to
like
ask.
80% of my class, so I'm just missing a few, but
Yeah. How is it for your district? Are you guys like, is it Title One? Where are you at? Everybody has what they need at home, or has it been some struggles?
well, since we were pretty quick to close, I think we were really, really on top of it, getting the Chromebooks passed out like everybody else did.
Yeah,
Now it's some families maybe need a couple
yeah,
because there's so many kids and they're borrowing them.
yeah,
So, I mean, I'm proud of what our district did. I mean, they moved quick. We had 2 days, a Friday and a Monday, and we went live on Wednesday.
Cool.
with online, and we got the lunches out, we got the Chromebooks out.
Good.
Yeah, so they've done awesome.
So on a personal level, what are you doing now that you never thought you would be able to do on a Monday?
See, I watched the other teacher talk you did, so I already had an answer.
Okay.
Every day I can sleep in. I can sleep in till whenever I want to get up.
What is sleep in? Like, don't tell me like 8:30 is sleep in, because that's not sleep.
11.
Yeah.
I know people are like, you sleep that late, but I don't have kids here screaming and getting me up. So
I tell people all the time, my son's here, and I don't know, he's not noisy, but my wife asks me sometimes, she's like, when'd you get up? I was like, just before you came in.
Exactly. Why get up early? I can sleep in and I can stay up late.